Good morning children, this is Rajeswar teaching you mathematics, and in the last class we have discussed about how to find the HCF. We have HCF, two methods I explained you, that is prime factorization method and continued division method. So in the last class I explained example for factorization method, but the continued division method we'll do directly in the exercise beta. So if you have textbook, page number 39 beta. Once you see in the textbook, if you have textbooks, or else I'll show you better. Once see. So here, find the HCF of the following numbers by prime factorization method and also continued division method. So two methods should apply beta. So we have problems 18, 27 and 36. Second one 106, 159 and 265. So in these four problems, I'll explain any two problems and remaining two is the homework. So first problem, I'll explain beta. Look at the board. First problem, what is given here? Find the HCF. So already you have seen the question now. Find the HCF of the following numbers. By prime factorization method and also continued division method. So I'll explain. First I'll explain prime factorization method. First question, what is it children? 18, 27 and 36. So these are the numbers given in the how to find the HCF. Already I explained factorization method. Just I'll explain you. Listen carefully. Now I'll make here. What is given? Compulsory you write there. What is given? What is given? 18, 27 and 36. Now, already told you previously, you take 18 and find the prime factors, not factors, prime factors. Again take 27 and find the prime factors. Again take 36, also find the prime factors. So children, how to find the prime factors we have explained, I explained in the previous class. Now take only prime numbers. So don't get confused. Our prime numbers are 2, 3, 5 and 7 and 11. So almost all. So many are there here. You have to use these only 2 table or else 3 table or else 5 table. Prime numbers only. Okay? Right. Remember this. Now I'll take 2 table. 2 nines 18. Again I'll take 2 tables. Shall I take 2 table? No, because here 9 is there. It won't come in 2 table. So take 3 table. 3 is 9. And 3 ones. Whenever you got 1 here, you stop. Our problem is completed. Now already here 18 is equal to, right here, product of this one. 2 into 3 into 3. Over. Next one. 27 is there beta. Already the playing with numbers chapter, we have divisibility rules. So here, last number ends with 7. For divisibility rule by 2, 0, 2, 4 and must be there. 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. But here 7 is there, don't take 2 table. Go for 3 table. 3, 9 is a 27. Again 3 is a 9. Again 3, 1. Stop it here. Now again here 27 is equal to 3 into 3 into 3. 3 into 3 into 3. Got it? Last one. This is, now you take 6 is there now, it comes in 2 table. Right? 2 ones are 2, 1 carry, 16, 2 8, 16. Sir, I cannot do division like this, sir. Do one thing. Take 2 like this and 36 you take here. 2 ones are 2. 2 8 is a 16. So 2 into 18 is equal to 36. So 2 into 18 equal to 36. Now take again 2 table, 2 9 is 18. Take again 3 table, 3 3 is a 9. Again 3 1 is 3. So now already here 36 is equal to 2 into 3 into 3. Got it? Now we have to find HCF. So I'll say HCF of 18, 27 and 36 is nothing but, see here, in these three factors what you got here, which are common. For example, 2 is there. Is there any 2 here? Is there 2 here? Yes, but it must be all the terms, all the numbers. So don't take 2. 3 is once. Is there 3 here also? Here also is there? Here also is there. So I can take here 3 is a common. Still any common again? Yes. One more also there. So don't take all these values here. Only you take which are circling in only any one number. What is the here? 2, 3 and 3. That is 3 into 3. Answer is what here? 9. Therefore, HCF of 18, 27 and 36 is 9. Once you go through children. Understand it? I'll explain continued division method. So this is called prime factors method. I explained prime factors method. Now continued second method. Continued division method. So next topic is what here? Continued division method. So what to do here? What is given question? 18, 27, 36. So you do one thing. I'll take these two numbers and I'll divide it. Means I'll take here 18, division only, and then times 8, 9. And here 27. So in 18 table 27 won't come. So 81s. 18. Subtraction. Same division only, don't get confused. Means we'll write here this one. 18 divided 27. In this way only, this I wrote straight lines here. Right, what is the remainder? 9. Now what to do beta? Again you take this divisor and write down here 18. Understand carefully. Again you take this 18 and write here. Again you need to divide here. In 9 table 18 comes? Yes, 9 2 is the 18. So now here HCF of first two means we have to find the first HCF of 18 and 27. Okay? Later again what you got HCF here? That HCF, what you got HCF 9 and 36. Again you take HCF for this one. HCF. Now you got here HCF of 18 and 27 is how much here? 9 people. Now what do again? Now find HCF of what you got answer? 9 and what is given the question here? 36. So I am doing here, observe carefully. Here write down. Now I will take here 9 and 36. So if 9 divides 36, then 9 is the HCF for all the terms. In 9 times 36, 9 4 is 36. Right? So now here this 9 we can say that HCF of 18, 27 and 36 is how much beta? Answer here 9. See, in the prime factors method also you got same answer, and the continued division method also you got here same answer. Here what I have tried means finding HCF of first two numbers or anything here, anything you take. Next you have to find the HCF of next means HCF you take here 9 and what are the remaining 36 here right here. Okay? Once you go through it. This is the way how to find the continued division method and also prime factorization method. But now remaining problems you can try this one, that is 18. I did this problem, so you try to do third one, second one, third one, fourth one. You try them, okay? You'll get easily. Once again you try, you'll get the answer. So second problem I'm going to explain better. Second problem. What is second problem? Find the largest number which is a factor of each of the numbers 504, 792 and 1080. So what asking here? Find the largest number which is a factor. That means indirectly is asking to find the HCF. So I'll explain you better once look at the board. Find the in the exercise, children, in the exercise only HCF you have to find. Nothing is there, only HCF only. Find the largest number which is a factor of each of the numbers 504, 792 and 1080. Okay, so don't get confused or don't worry. Sir, very big problems are there. 3 the number is there. How to do? No problem. You can do this one. I request you or I suggest you that here if you want to take useful, use continued division method. Easily you will get answer. Okay, suppose not understanding, go for prime factorization method. Now, what is given here? Which is factor of each? What are the numbers given? So given that given numbers are, what are the beta? 504, 792 and 1080. So now if you want to find the largest number, so one statement I'll copy here. Finding the largest number is same as finding HCF. Understood? Largest number whatever is there, that is about HCF only. So now, shall we do continued division method? Okay. So I'll do this method in the continued division method. So in this continued division method, what we learn now? You take any two numbers. Out of these three numbers, any two you take. Find HCF of 504 and 792. Okay, children? Shall we try? Okay, I'm trying here. Take 504 and divide 792. Children, you must be perfect in tables, multiplication, divisions. Okay? Now here 504 table is there. In 5th class all you learned. 792 is there here. Just to guess it. Here 500 is there. Now 500 means 1000, but here how much is here? 700. So guess it like this, and you can only take one time only. 504 into 1. Yes, start doing subtraction. Take all. 12 becomes here. 12 minus 4 is 8. Here 8 will be there. 8. Here not again borrow here. 2. So 288 we got. Okay. Now. Again we take 188 and take this 504. Again we will do division. I said no already, it is continued division. Then 288 table 504. So if you do 2 sum, you will get more than 500. 550 you will get more than 0. So you take 1 sum. 288 1 sum, 288. Less number, you can do no. Now take here borrow, here borrow. Means 14 you get. 14 minus 8, 6. Here what will be here? 9 will be here. 9 minus 8, 1. Here 4 will be here. 4 minus 2, that is 2. Again, we should take 288. Again, we should continue division. What happens here? 216 ones are 216. What's remaining here? 8 minus 6 is 2. 8 minus 1 is 7. Now again, what to do here? 272. Continuing 72. 216. Again 72 table. Let us do 72 into 3 will take. 3 sir. 3 to the 6. 3 7 the 12. Got it. So now 72 3s are 216. So 3 is answer. So now where we got remainder 0, this one is the HCF. So now let us get HCF of 504 and 792 is how much here? 72. Problem not yet finished. It is not yet completed. Again what to do here? Second case. Finding the HCF of 72 and 1080. Understood? Once you go through, I will explain. Children, not completed yet. Now what to do here? Again we have to finding HCF of, now 72 you got, children? 72, and the question, what is the number given there? 1080. So 72 and 1080. This is the third number in the question. This is the HCF we got in the previous week. Now you should take 72 and you will divide 1080. So when you are dividing here 72 and 1080, you must do division in the rough work in this way. Because here we should not do step by step. I want totally what is the sum you got in 1080 nearer value and 70 table. What is the number that you have to find? So I'll divide it up. 72 and 180 is there. It won't come in 2. 144 here. Once I check. This is division, normal division, not finding HCF, normal division. And here 10 minus 7 is 3. Take 0 here. 72, 5 is a better. Yes. 5, 7 is 35, that's it. Means what I want to say is that here we should write this one. Don't do all these things in this HCF. 72 into 15 is 1080. Right? So come back. 72 into 15 is equal to 1080. So got remainder here. So this is the HCF. So this is HCF not only for first two numbers, it is HCF for all. Means now HCF of what are the first two three numbers? What we wrote previously now? That is 504, 792, and 1080 is 72. So the question what is there? Once you obtain the question, what is asking to find here? Find the largest number which is a factor of each of the numbers. So I'll write last and rise only. So therefore the largest number which is a factor of each of the numbers 504, 792 and 1080 is what's in that? What you got? 72. In this way you have to find the answer. This is rough column, this is rough column. In the rough column you have to copy. If you understand this step number 2 better, previously step 1, this is step 2. So like this you understand. Same problem only step 2. Homework I'll write on the board once understand it. I'll continue one problem also. Exercise number 3.4 only. Homework I'm giving you. First bit, second problem, third problem, and fourth problem. We try it. And question number 3 also. And question number 5. So once I'll explain question number 3 better. Once we get the book, you have a question that is the length and breadth. The length and breadth and height of a room are 12 meters, 15 meters, 18 meters respectively. Determine the length of the longest stick that can measure all the dimensions of the room in exact number of times. Children, what to do here? Longest, largest means HCF. So find HCF of 12, 15, 18. Very simple. Okay children? Right. And fifth one also see better. What is the capacity of largest vessel which can empty the oil from 3 vessels containing 32 liters, 24 liters and 48 liters, an exact number of times? Largest, capacity of largest vessel. I said just now only largest or longest he is asking here. Longest and here's the largest. What do you have to find children? HCF, highest common factor. Take 32, 24, 48. How I explain in second problem? In that value try it. Okay children? Now look at the fourth problem. I explain fourth problem. Look at the board. I'll explain. Question number 4 children. What is the fourth one? HCF of co-prime numbers. Children, what is co-prime numbers? We have learned in 5th class. 4 and 15 was found as follows by factorization. What is given here? I'll write directly answer better here. Given what I'm writing here. In the question what is given means 4 is equal to 2 into 2 is given here. And 15 is nothing but 3 into 5. So see once, look at that. 4 is equal to 2 into 2 and 15 is equal to 3 into 5. Since there is no common prime factor, HCF of 4 and 15 is 0. He is asking you whether HCF is not there any common in this. So is their answer is 0? Is the answer correct? If not, what is the correct HCF? General question. So if it is 0, okay sir, 0 you say. Otherwise, no sir, not 0. What is HCF? Let us find. You don't confuse? I'll explain here. Now, you know one thing, 4 is there. Once I'll try this one. Look at the word. 2 2s are 4. Again we can do 2 1s are. So 1 also there here. Yes. Now this one 1 is there here. Means 1 into 2 into 2. Now for 15 also what you can write, beta? 3 5s are 15. 5 1s are 1 you got here into 1 also there here. So it is not 0, beta. HCF won't be 0. HCF will be 1 compulsory. Minimum 1. Co-prime means what? Common number must be 1. So I'll take here 1 is the common for both 4 and 15. So HCF of 4 and 15 is not 0. This is the first. HCF of 4 and 15 is not 0. Then what is HCF here? 1 you got now. Therefore, HCF of 4 and 15 is 1. Okay? Understood? Means co-prime numbers you are there, HCF will be 1 beta. HCF of co-prime numbers. These are co-primes. Co-primes means what, sir? Just nothing, HCF will be 1. Okay, children? Understood this one? Right, very good. Continue this one. So today we have completed exercise number 3.4. So I hope everyone will do HCF problems here. If not understood, once again repeat the video and see it. Okay, children? Take care.
A very good morning, children. We are going to discuss the 4th chapter, What Do Animals Eat, from 6th class science. Children, in the previous classes we discussed about what are called herbivores, what are called carnivores, and what are called omnivores, and what are called scavengers. And already we discussed about the activity 5, how the frog gets eat food and how the lizard gets eat food. Okay, and we also discussed about how the cow which is taking food and what are the examples of herbivores and what process is called rumination. Okay, what process is called rumination we already discussed. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the topic how much and how little. Children, once you observe the elephant, what is the size of the elephant? Very big. Okay, so elephant is what? Herbivore. Okay, elephant is what? Herbivore. Herbivore means what? Plant eaters. Okay, herbivores means what? Plant eaters. Okay, the elephant which will eat only leaves, grass, fruits and branches. Okay, but the size of the elephant is very big. So according to size, the elephant which is taking food. Okay, next one, once you observe the larva of the crane fly, okay, which is very small, that's why it is taking a little amount of food when it is in small stage. Okay, when it is growing to adult, it will take a lot of food. Children, from this what you understand, Nana? The quantity of the food which will depends on size of the organism. Once you observe small children, how they are taking food very small amount, but we are taking food large quantity. Okay, the elephant is a very big animal which lives in the forest, and the elephant is a herbivore because it will eat only plant related materials like leaves, branches, vegetables and etc. Okay, so the elephant, the size is very big. That's why it will take more food from the forest. Next, crane fly. Okay, when it is in small age, it will take less amount of food. But when it is growing into a adult, it will take a lot of food. Okay, it will take a lot of food. Next, activity 7. Next word, activity 7. What is the activity 7? See in your textbook. How does a dog gets eat food? Okay, how does a dog gets eat food? Children, observe the dog in your surroundings. Okay, the dog which is eating what? Flesh. Okay, what is the food of the dog? Flesh. etc. Okay, children, observe the dog in your surroundings and how the dog is taking food into its body. Okay, children, do you observe the dog while eating food? The dog have sharp teeth and tongue. Okay, children, the dog have sharp teeth. Okay, the dog have sharp teeth and tongue. Okay, the tongue also very sharp, Nana. Teeth also very sharp. Okay, so do you know, children, wild animals? Which animals are killing and hunting other animals, eating that other animals? They are called wild animals. Children, mostly we are observe the wild animals which are living in the forest. Okay, what are the examples of wild animals? Lion, fox, wolf, tiger, etc. Okay, children, wild animals. Which animals are taking food by hunting process? Okay, which animals are taking food by hunting process? That animals are called wild animals. Okay, what are the examples of wild animals? Lion, tiger, wolf, lion, tiger. Children, wolf, fox. Okay, so they have very sharp teeth. Okay, so which animals are taking food by hunting process? That animals are called wild animals. Okay, the wild animals, they are hunting food because they have very sharp teeth. Okay, by using sharp teeth, they will hunt the other animals and they will tear the flesh from the other animals. Okay, what are the examples of wild animals? Lion, tiger, wolf, fox, etc. which we will observe in the forest. Okay, which we will observe in the forest. Children, once you observe the teeth of the lion, tiger, wolf and fox, okay, how they are very sharp. Okay, the sharp teeth which will helpful in the hunting process. By using this sharp teeth, these animals are catching the animals and tearing the flesh from the animals. Okay, next one, which animals have hunt other animals? They have very strong legs. Okay, which animals are hunting other animals? They have very sharp legs. Okay, these sharp legs are helpful to run very fast. Okay, next to sharp claws. Okay, claws means what? Jaws. Okay, these sharp claws are helpful to catch the food and sharp teeth are helpful to tear the flesh. Okay, what are the characteristics of wild animals? Wild animals contain sharp legs. Okay, the legs are very useful to run very fast in the hunting process. Okay, the jaws are very sharp to catch the animal and the teeth are very sharp to tear the flesh of other animals. Okay, so children, this is about what? Wild animals. Okay, children, do you saw rabbit anywhere? Rabbit, squirrels also have teeth. Children, do you observe? Rabbit and squirrels also have teeth. Okay, what they will eat? Rabbits and squirrels will eat seeds, tubers, leaves, etc. by using their teeth. Okay, children, what I said, Nana? Rabbit and squirrels. Rabbits and squirrels, these both animals also having teeth. Okay, by using teeth, these animals are eating what? Tubers, seeds and leaves, etc. Okay, means the teeth is very helpful in the rabbit and squirrels to take food. Okay, like seeds, tubers, leaves, etc. Okay, children, do you observe cats and dogs in your surroundings? The cats and dogs have very sharp teeth. Okay, the cats and dogs have very sharp teeth. Okay, children, do you saw anywhere the cat hunt the rat? Okay, why? Because the cat have very sharp teeth. By using these sharp teeth, cats hunting the rats and it will eat the rats. Okay, children, once you observe in the hunting process how the concentration of the cat and how the actions it will shows by the cat. Okay, children, the dogs and the cats have very sharp teeth. By using this sharp teeth, dogs and cats hunting other animals and they will eat other animals. Okay, once you observe the cats while it is hunting a rat. Okay, cat has very sharp teeth. Okay, by using its sharp teeth, cat hunting rats and it will eat the rats. Okay, observe the concentration and actions of the cat while hunting a rat. Okay, this is about what? About the dogs and cats. Okay, next activity 8, using tongue. Okay, children, using tongue. So tongue is very helpful to catch the insects in some animals and tongue is very helpful to swallow the food in some animals. Okay, children, see activity 8 in your textbook, using tongue. Compare how the frog, cow, dog and use the tongue. Okay, children, compare the diagram and you write here, Nana. Okay, so animal, frog, use tongue. So children, I already told you, no, frog tongue is sticky in nature. So by using this tongue, frogs catch the insects and swallowing into the body. Next, cow. Okay, cow also has very sticky nature, tongue and teeth. Okay, by using tongue and teeth, cow take the food, Nana. Next, dog. Children, now only I told you, dog has very sharp teeth and sticky nature, tongue. Okay, by using this sharp teeth and sticky nature tongue, the dog catch the other animals, means dog hunt the other animals. So children, this is about activity 8. Okay, next, getting food without hunting. Children, up to now what we discussed, dogs and cats hunting food and hunting other animals. From that they will take the food, and wild animals also hunting other animals which are present in the forest. From that they will take the food. Now we are going to discuss about some animals are getting food without hunting. Okay, some animals are taking food by hunting process. Some animals are taking food without hunting process. Now we are going to discuss about without hunting food. Okay, children, do you observe ducks? Okay, the ducks which are living on the water and it will catch the insects because the ducks have teeth. Children, the ducks have teeth. Okay, so like a cow and a lion. Okay, how the cow, lion, other animals having teeth, like the duck also having teeth. Okay, by using teeth, what, Nana? The ducks catch the insects and it will grind in the, means it will chew in the insects and swallowing the insects into the body. Okay, swallowing the food into the body. Okay, children, this is the diagram of duck. Okay, this is the diagram of duck. Duck which lives in the water. Okay, when it saw a insect, it will open its beak and it will catch the insect and it will grind the insect into the body. Okay, so like this what happened, Nana? The ducks have a teeth. By using teeth, it will catch the insect and it will eat the insect and swallowing into the body. Okay, swallowing into the body. Children, how leeches are taking food? Children, do you know leeches? You don't know. Those people are living in the villages. They know very well about leeches. Okay, children, if you are going to villages or if you are going to pond or river, at the side of the river, you observe, Nana, the leeches are present. Okay, so what is the function of the leeches? Leeches are settled on the skin of the animal body or human body. Okay, so from that animal or human body, they will suck the blood. Okay, leeches or the other type of animals which are present around the pond or river area. Okay, mostly we can found in the villages. What happens to the leeches? Leeches catch the the blood from other animals and human beings. Okay, other animals and human beings. Okay, so children, if we are going to the field in the village areas, then leeches are sucking on the skin and it will take the blood from our body, and it will depending on other organisms and human beings. Okay, like this leeches will absorb the blood. Okay, like this leeches will absorb the blood. Children, do you know earthworms and snails also sucking some of food ingredients from the earth? Okay, some of the food ingredients from the earth means some animals are taking food by catching it by using tongue. Some animals are eating food by hunting process. Some animals are eating food by using their teeth and sharp tongue. Some animals are eating food without hunting. Some animals are sucking food from other animals. Okay, means different types of animals are taking food in different ways. Okay, children, next activity 9. See that activity 9, modes of getting food. Children, do once you observe in your surroundings, we will observe many different types of animals in our surroundings. Okay, first, what are the animals you are observing in your surroundings? You write the animal name and where it is present. For example, lizard which is present on the walls. Okay, second one, spider. Do you call what? Spider-Man. Okay, the spider which is present in the web, means the web formation which takes place on the wall. Hen, okay, hen which we will observe in the garden. Okay, butterflies are flying on the flower. Okay, children, what is your work? You observe different types of animals present in your surroundings. Okay, you observe different types of animals are present in your surroundings. Write the name of the animal and place where it is living. Okay, that you catch them. For example, what? Lizard which are living on the wall, spider which is living in the web, hen which is living in the garden. Okay, and frogs which are living both in land and water. Okay, next butterfly which is living on the flower, etc. Okay, you observe some animals in your surroundings and you write what is the animal name, where it is living. Okay, now next, children, do you know about the nocturnals? Very important. What are called nocturnals? Very important. One more question, children. Very important. One more question. What are called nocturnals? Children, some animals find their food only night time. Okay, night time. For example, what? Cockroaches, desert lizard, rats, owls, bats, moths, crickets, etc. Okay, these animals find their food only in the night time, not in the daytime. Okay, what happens, Nana? During the daytime, where the animals are present in daytime? In daytime, the animals are present in the dark places, because in the daytime the sunlight is very high, you know, that animals are not capable to see any object in the presence of this much sunlight. Okay, the animals are unable to see any object in the presence of very high light. Okay, that's why some animals are hiding in the daytime in very dark places, but night time that animals are coming out. Why? Because night time there is no sun, total our earth is dark, you know. At that dark time some animals are coming outside and they will search the food and they will find the food in the night time, because some animals eyes are working very sharply in the night time, but daytime that animals eyes are not working. Okay, that animals are called what? Nocturnals. Okay, that animals are called nocturnals. What are called nocturnals? These animals are not capable of vision. Okay, these animals are not capable of vision in the daytime. Okay, these animals are not capable of vision in the daytime, but what happens now in the night time? Okay, in the night time these animals eyes are working very sharply, so that's why they can find animals are hiding daytime in very dark places, but night time it is coming outside to find their food and search their food. This type of animals are called nocturnals. Okay, what are the examples of nocturnals? Very important. What are the examples of nocturnals? Cockroaches. Okay, what are the examples of nocturnals? First one, cockroaches. Second one, desert lizards. Desert lizards. Third one, rats. Fourth one, owls. Fifth one, bats. Okay. Sixth one, moths. Seventh one, crickets. Seventh one, crickets. Okay. So what are the examples of nocturnals? Cockroaches, desert lizards, rats, owls, bats, moths, crickets. Okay. These animals are coming outside only in the night time because their eyes are working very sharp. So night time only they can search food and they will take food. But daytime due to more sunlight they will hide in the very dark places. Okay, these are called nocturnals and these are the examples of nocturnals. Okay children, this is today's our class. Okay, hope you understand this video. What is today's homework? What are called wild animals? What are called wild animals? Give an example. Give an example. Given examples. Okay. Second question. What are called nocturnals? What are called nocturnals? What are called nocturnals? Give an example. Okay. Give an example. What are called nocturnals? Give an examples. Okay. This is today's homework. Hope you understand this video. If you have any doubt, you ask in the Zoom meeting. Regularly you watch the videos. Don't skip the videos. Okay. Thank you.
Good morning children. Today we are going to discuss about the India political map and we are going to discuss about the states. In India, how many states are there? In India, how many states are there? We are going to discuss. Before that, first of all, we should know, we should come from the first. From first means you see, where is our India? India is in which continent? So you don't know that also. You see, 7 continents are there. In the 7 continents, and what are the 7 continents? 7 continents you see, North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, Antarctica. So 7 continents are there. In the 7 continents, where is our India? So listen, India is in Asia. It is the biggest continent and our India is in Asia continent. And another question for you, I am asking you children. Okay, India is in Asia continent, but where is our India is located on the globe? Globe is there. You know that globe. On the globe, which side our India is located and which part our India. I am going to tell you about our India. So you see, it is a globe. On the globe, our India is located in the north hemisphere. You see, it is the equator. Equator line. The equator is divided in 2 equal halves. One is north hemisphere and the south hemisphere. So here you see what is here. On the north hemisphere, India is located. Here India is located. You see, India is located here. On the north hemisphere, our India is located. Listen, north hemisphere, India is located. On the east side, again east side. Keep in your mind, our India is located on the globe, north hemisphere. On the north hemisphere, east side on the globe it is located. Okay, you got it clear now? On the globe, north hemisphere, our India is located, and east side, eastern hemisphere. In the eastern hemisphere, our India is located, and the north hemisphere also on the top it is there. That is about our India. And now come to our India map. I am going to tell you about India map now. So now you come to about India map now. I am going to tell you about the states now. I am going to tell you about the states, our country, and we are having 28 states at present. At present, our India has 28 states. Before that, we used to have 29 states. Listen, this also you should have a clear idea that if you see in the internet or anywhere, how many states are there? There will 29 states it will be there, but it's wrong. 28 according to present how many states are there means you should tell 28 states. And now I am going to tell you about the states of our India. Okay, and recently Jammu and Kashmir, you see here the Jammu and Kashmir is there. Jammu and Kashmir recently it was state in the north, on the top, on the head. Jammu and Kashmir was there. Jammu and Kashmir, Srinagar. Before that it was capital, but that was divided into union territory. Union territory means afterwards you will have in the forward lessons, you will have some lessons in that what about union territories I am going to tell you. But now we are going to discuss about the states. So Jammu and Kashmir as made as union territory. One is Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir. Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir. So leave this one. And now I am going to tell you about the India, and I am going to tell you about the 28 states now. 28 states, and you just assume that our India, just you see the shape, it will be like this. How I am standing, you see, head you take, head you think this one, and the shape is like this India. Now I am going to tell you about that one. You see here now, here, you see, first you see, here we are having Punjab state, and here Punjab, and here we are having Haryana. And Punjab and Haryana only one capital, Chandigarh. You see here, Punjab and Haryana, the capital is one. In India, on the top, Punjab, here this side, this left side, Punjab is there, Punjab state, and Punjab state is Chandigarh only, and Haryana state also Chandigarh. Okay, Chandigarh. And this side, that part you see here, inside, you see here we are having, here you see Himachal Pradesh. Here you see here Himachal Pradesh, that is Srinagar. Himachal Pradesh, Srinagar. Before that I am going to tell you children, before that Jammu and Kashmir used to be a state and Himachal Pradesh as a state only, but Srinagar is a capital for both the states used to be there. Srinagar is a capital for both the states. Now what happened you see? Himachal Pradesh, capital is Srinagar. Himachal Pradesh, capital is Srinagar. And next one you see here, Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand is here, and Uttarakhand is Dehradun capital. Uttarakhand what? Dehradun capital. And if you come here, Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow. Uttar Pradesh what? Uttar Pradesh capital is Lucknow. And here Bihar capital is Patna. Bihar capital, what is the capital of Bihar? Bihar capital is Patna. And you see, now next one, Sikkim. Here it will be there like this and the dot. Sikkim, Gangtok. Sikkim what? Sikkim is Gangtok. Sikkim capital is Gangtok. Sikkim state, and for the Sikkim capital is Gangtok. And here you see another one. Here you see we are going to discuss here like this it is there. And in India that is Meghalaya, Shillong. You see Meghalaya, Shillong. Meghalaya capital what? Meghalaya capital is Shillong. And next one you see here this part. This part you see in India map outside this one. You see this one is the last one in India map. I'll show you the map also now afterwards. After showing this one I'll show you. And you see here this part. And you see here this is called as Arunachal Pradesh. Last one, Arunachal Pradesh and Itanagar capital. Okay, Arunachal Pradesh, Itanagar capital. And you come to this one, this part. This part, this is called Assam. Assam dispute. Assam. What is that? Assam dispute. This is Assam and it is a dispute. And you see here some 4 states are there down. You should remember properly. Small are there. The 4 states are there. And after this, you see here when it is there here, and this Nagaland. This Nagaland, Kohima. You see here. What is that? Nagaland, Kohima capital. Nagaland, Kohima capital. And down of the Nagaland, another one, Manipur, Imphal. So you see, Manipur, Imphal. Manipur, Imphal. Next you see here, another one is there, Mizoram. Mizoram, Aizawl. Mizoram, Aizawl. Next, after Mizoram, Aizawl, we are having Tripura. Tripura, that is Agartala. Tripura, Agartala. You see here, Tripura is there, Agartala. And next you see, come to here, and we have completed this part like this. And now I am going to tell you about here Delhi. Here Delhi is there. Delhi is the capital city of India. Delhi is center. Here Delhi capital. Delhi capital of India. Delhi is here. And next one you see, next here India here on the top. Here it is there. You see Rajasthan, Jaipur. Rajasthan, Jaipur. Rajasthan capital is Jaipur. Next, this part you should easily recognize. You can see this one. This part you can see like this, and this part you see this you can easily recognize. This is what state? It is a Gujarat, and Gujarat is a Gandhinagar. Gujarat, what is that? Gujarat, Gandhinagar. Gujarat is a Gandhinagar. And if you come to center, in this you see center, you see Madhya Pradesh. See, this is called Gujarat. This part is Gujarat. Total, this part is Gujarat. Gujarat capital is Gandhinagar. And here beside that you are having Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh, Bhopal. Madhya Pradesh capital is what? Madhya Pradesh, Bhopal. Madhya Pradesh, Bhopal. And here another one is there. Here after that, beside that Madhya Pradesh, we are having another state, and Chhattisgarh. And you see Chhattisgarh, Raipur capital. Chhattisgarh, Raipur capital. And Chhattisgarh is here. Chhattisgarh, Raipur capital. Next one you see, we have discussed Bihar, Patna. And down of the Bihar, we are having Jharkhand. Jharkhand, Ranchi. Jharkhand, Ranchi. And next one we are having here West Bengal, Kolkata. West Bengal, what is that? West Bengal we are having Kolkata. And you see here West Bengal we are having Kolkata. And next you see we are coming down here Odisha. You see Odisha capital is Bhubaneswar. Odisha capital is what? Odisha capital is Bhubaneswar. And next you see here, they are coming here this side. After Gujarat you see here Mumbai. You see here Maharashtra we are having here Maharashtra, that is Maharashtra capital Mumbai. Maharashtra capital Mumbai. And beside that we are having Goa. Goa, Panaji. Goa capital is what? Goa capital is Panaji. And down here we are having one place Karnataka, Bangalore. Karnataka capital is what? Bengaluru. And here we are having Kerala. You see here we are having Kerala, that is Thiruvananthapuram. You see Kerala. Here Kerala is there. Kerala capital is Thiruvananthapuram. And if you come this side down, foot, this is Tamil Nadu. Foot of that. We'll have a Tamil Nadu. You see here Tamil Nadu is there. Tamil Nadu capital Chennai. Dear students, remember states and capitals properly. Tamil Nadu, Chennai. And Andhra Pradesh, Amaravati. And next, our state, Telangana. You know the capital is Hyderabad. Telangana capital is Hyderabad. Now I showed you the map now. Just you see, I'll show you how the map, you see, here I'm going to tell you, the map I'm going to tell you see properly here. I'm going to just you see now. I'll tell you. Listen once again. I'll tell you like this. You see the shape. Just imagine now India. You know that India. You are seeing this one. India map. You are seeing. This India map is same like this. So now I'm telling you the India map. You know this one on the top. This is you see the top. We'll call here Jammu and Kashmir. But Jammu and Kashmir is not their state. But you see here this side I'm telling you. Just imagine India is like this. See how, and this also imagine like this. Now I'll show you here neck type. So you see here this side neck Punjab, and here Haryana, Punjab and Haryana, Chandigarh capital. Keep in your mind Punjab and Haryana, Chandigarh capital. And this side part, this side it will be there Himachal Pradesh. Of this leg, this side left side neck, it is Himachal Pradesh. Remember, this side Himachal Pradesh will be there. Srinagar, don't be confused. Here this part Punjab and Haryana. This part it is called as Himachal Pradesh, Srinagar. And here it is like this. It is like this. You see the shape. Here. Don't forget this one. The shape. Here, wherever the shape is there, that is Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand, you keep like this. The shape will be like this. So here Uttarakhand, Dehradun capital, and now you see like this, and you see here it is like this. I am showing you now. It is like this here Uttar Pradesh. Now I showed you this Uttarakhand, Dehradun. Here Uttar Pradesh, that is Lucknow, and beside that here we are having Bihar, Patna. Down of the Bihar we are having, you see, we are having down of the Bihar, we are having Jharkhand, Ranchi, down of the Bihar. You see, Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow, Bihar, Patna, Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow, Bihar, Patna, and Jharkhand, Ranchi. And next, here somewhat confused there. Don't be, I'll remove your confusion. Some height will be like this. It is like this on the map. So this is called as Sikkim Gangtok, and this last part, this one you should remember that Arunachal Pradesh. Keep Arunachal Pradesh means here Itanagar, Arunachal Pradesh, Itanagar, and here this is will be there in center. It is like A shape, Assam, Dispur. A shape, it is like A shape. It is Assam and Dispur, and this one beside that Nagaland, Kohima. Nagaland, what is that? Nagaland, Kohima, and you see here Manipur, Impal. Properly you see Manipur, Impal, and it will be like this. Here you see this called as Mizoram, Aizawl, and here Tripura, Agartala. Some confusion will be here. 4 compulsory the last year only. You can write this one last part. Here it will be the last part is Arunachal Pradesh, Itanagar. You write inside one Assam. A shape it will be there like this. Assam, Dispur. But here 4. Here only you lose the marks in the map pointing. So you should be properly. After this Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland will be there. Nagaland, Kohima, and down of that Manipur, Impal will be there. And Mizoram, Aizawl will be there. And here Tripura, Agartala. And this one Meghalaya, that is up it is there. And Meghalaya, that is Shillong, Shillong it is there. And after that you see here, Bangladesh is not our country. Okay, it's outside country. Beside that shape, beside here, Bangladesh only will have West Bengal. We are in West Bengal, Kolkata. So here you see properly West Bengal, Kolkata. And one thing I tell you, you can easily identify like this map. It is like this. So here this part, Gujarat, you see the shape. Gujarat, I told you. So same here 4 Gujarat, Gandhinagar, Madhya Pradesh, you see here, Madhya Pradesh center. So Madhya Pradesh, you see in India center, when you are pointing the map and keep properly. Once you understand this one, if you listen properly, you will never forget the states of India where are there. You can point out easily. So you see now, map, center, Madhya Pradesh. and you see Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh, Bhopal, and beside that Chhattisgarh, Raipur, and Odisha, Bhubaneswar. So your 4 are there. Your correct 4 are there, continuous 4. Gujarat, Gandhinagar, Madhya Pradesh, Bhopal, Chhattisgarh, Raipur, Odisha, Bhubaneswar. So 4 you are getting anywhere. It is coming this corner is Odisha, this center Chhattisgarh. Here you see Madhya Pradesh, and this part is Gujarat. So keep in your mind. And next one you see here, down you come. This part you are going now, discussing about this part. And here you see this is foot. You take this side foot and foot. Each foot means down. We can see now. I'll tell you. Now we have completed Madhya Pradesh, and you see here Maharashtra. Here is Maharashtra, Mumbai. Maharashtra capital is Mumbai, and here it is small one. It will be there in the map, India map, round one. Take this one, Goa and Panaji, and this one Karnataka, Bengaluru, and the last foot is Kerala. That is Thiruvananthapuram. You see now Maharashtra. Here you see, here is Maharashtra, and here you see this one Goa, Panaji, and next you see here Kerala is there, Kerala, Thiruvananthapuram, and you see here properly here 4 it will be there. See properly. Here you see Maharashtra, Mumbai, small one Goa, Panaji, and Karnataka, Bengaluru, and the food Kerala. You should remember properly. And next one, this side, that side left foot Tamil Nadu, this side foot Kerala, and this side foot Tamil Nadu, Chennai, and here you see Andhra Pradesh. Here is Andhra Pradesh, and you see Andhra Pradesh, Amaravati, and you see here another one Telangana, that is Hyderabad. You see properly. You see here the food. You should remember this side food Tamil Nadu. You can recognize Chennai. And here Kerala, Thiruvananthapuram, and Andhra Pradesh. You see food Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Amaravati, and here Telangana, Hyderabad. So now this one you completed. So like that you should remember that one. Map, you should remember that one. And I'm going to tell you that completed how to map point, and I have told you the map pointing. Okay, with this I'll end my class. Okay, thank you for